being the circumstances. But we got the call around 1600, I think.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit after, but the sheriff's department was en route along with Trooper Zach Wright, State Police. I guess Fish and Wildlife had received a call too about the vehicle, was there. So when our crews arrived, they'd already located the sheriff's department and Trooper Wright. So we provided, with Patriot Ambulance, we provided care to get the patient up out of the creek to the ambulance, and then we had put our medical on standby when we heard the nature of the call when it came in that he had been missing for 3 days. And so they assessed him, and Patriot decided that we would fly him. So we landed, Health Net 3 landed there at Twin Branch Boat Ramp, and he was flown to Cabell Huntington Hospital. He was 73 years old. He advised he was a diabetic. Like I said, with the conditions of being out in the elements of the heat and all the other things, I mean, like I said, it's just, haven't heard any updates today how he's doing or anything like that. But he was talking alert, he advised, I think, the law enforcement he was a veteran. But I mean, I don't know how he ended up here. Like I said, he was several yards down the creek from where he had wrecked at, and
You say several yards?
Down the creek, laying in the creek, but he was from Hamilton, Ohio, which is north of Cincinnati. So like I said, I don't know. He advised he didn't have any family, and the way I understand that, he was on kidney dialysis and he hadn't showed up for his appointment. So that's when they reported, went to check on him. He wasn't home, and that's when they reported him, entered him into the system, law enforcement, as missing. But like I said, they're estimate that he possibly wrecked on Friday, but not for certain how long, but at least, the vehicle at least been there from Saturday morning till yesterday, whenever they located him. But if they hadn't walked down the creek, because I mean, I spoke to the Corps of Engineers, they had been over there yesterday just on routine. They were at the boat ramp, so they wouldn't have been able to hear him because it was a distance from the boat ramp. But if the deputies from the sheriff's department and Trooper Wright hadn't walked down the road and they heard him holler for help, So I just thank God that he was okay when we got him to the helicopter. He was talking and everything. But
Did you say he had no family?
he advised he had no family, because I asked him about contacting family, and he said I had no family. I guess he just got neighbors that, and like I said, whatever facility he went to for dialysis, when he didn't show up, then that's when they sent someone to check on him, and that's when I guess they entered him into the system. And Fish and Wildlife, Jason Sloan had, they had got a call on it too from someone had come by and seen the vehicle, I guess. And
Jason Sloan.
Jason Sloan, yeah, he's with Fish and Wildlife. He contacted the sheriff's office because they was a couple hours, they didn't have, and that's when they responded.